Hey everyone, this is Jade. I'm back with part 2 of the Bragg book tutorial. In the first part, we made our cover. So now we're going to do the inside. So what you'll need, of course, is the cover that you made. You'll need your crocodile. You'll need some ribbon or seam binding or cord or whatever you want to use to bind it with. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to use this sheer ribbon. It's transparent. I get it from the Dollar Tree and it's in black. They have several different colors. I've seen all kinds: pink, blue, red. I've seen it in purple, pink. I said pink already. Yellow, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. You'll definitely need these page protector sheets, 8.5 by 11. Previously in another haul video, when I made my other Bragg books, I'll link those below. I use the protector sheets from Walmart. I do not suggest using the protector sheets from Walmart because they are way more flimsy, and it'd be easier, like if you put the pictures in and it had a real sharp corner, you could end up basically tearing through the plastic. These are these ones from Avery, and I'm sure there's probably other brands that are thicker and more durable, are better. They're thicker, very rare chance of sticking a picture, like a corner of a picture, through this plastic here. So my suggestion would be to get a thicker page protector. So don't be cheap like I was. And of course you'll need your paper trimmer or however you cut things, but I would suggest a paper trimmer because this plastic is slippery. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. What you want to do is, now I already have some of it cut just to cut down on time here. You'll need 3 sets of 5 cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll show you how you want to cut them. And I already have 2 done. We're going to do the last set together. Let me just stick this over here. Alright, now if you want to do some together, like if they're sticking well together, do that so you can cut down on however many cuts you need. But other than that, you can do them individually. So what you want to do is place them. You see this guideline here. You want to place it on your paper trimmer, and you want to cut it on the side. You want to cut it at the 6. But I like to make sure that this dotted line here is a little bit past the 6th line. So you're giving it just a little bit more room. Let me try to zoom in so you can see. See where my 6th line is, and then the dotted line is like right behind it. I try to do it like that, okay? Okay, we're back out. Sorry, I had to cut it off just to get it to zoom out. Anyway, here you want to cut. Just cut that off. Now, you can save these to try to figure out something to do with them later. You can throw them away. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you. I may try to figure something out to do with them later. We'll see. Because I do have one of those, what do you call it? Those tools that makes the lines for these things. Now, next what you want to do is cut off this white part. And you just line it up with your trimmer. Again, you see this dotted line here. You don't want to cut on that because it'll cut open the plastic. You want to cut just behind it, okay? So line it up on your trimmer, and you'll see it should be where to cut. There, that's good. And just cut the little white piece off. There, so we got 2 cut, and you just continue doing that. I'll cut these other 2 and a 3rd one. Okay. all you'll need the trimmer for here. Next, you'll want to get out your scoreboard and a bone folder. Because what you're going to do is, and definitely, I'm reaching across, but get you some paper clips out, because you're going to want to clip these together to kind of keep them in uniform for what we're about to do. Alright. So what you want to do is place them back and forth. So like, you see this dotted edge and one is clear. So you'll do one this way, one that way, one this way, one that way, and the last this way. And make sure they're all, of course, the openings are at the top. Okay? And you should know by the line that's down here. Alright. What you want to do is line them up together. It's not going to be perfect because it's plastic and it shifts. And just fold it over. And crease them. Okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's what you want to do. Just give it a good boom. Again, like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be almost, I guess. And then you just want to try to clip those sides together just to keep them from shifting too much once you put your hole in. So we're going to do that for the other two stacks. Okay, so we have all three of our stacks done. So let's move on to the next step, guys. You want to take your crocodile, and instead of using the big hole, this time you want to use the little hole. And again, you want to make sure it's pushed all the way back because you want your holes to match up when you're putting it in your book, okay? So this will be using the 1/8 inch side. And again, you want this thing pushed all the way back. Alright, what you're going to do is just take one of your insides. Oh Lord, I didn't clip these two together. Let's get this unclipped together. Okay, guys, here we go. See, I'm about to use the wrong side here. And you just, again, kind of eyeball the middle of it. And I'd press a few times because that plastic sometimes can be hard to get out. See, with those cheaper ones, it was hard to get out. These ones, it just made the hole and that was it. You didn't have to worry about trying to flick off plastic pieces from the middle of that hole. And you're going to do the same thing on this side. Alright. Okay. Boom. Nice clean holes, okay? And you're just going to do that for each one of these. There's a name for it, but of course, at the moment, I can't remember it. So I'm just going to call it inserts. Okay, but there's like a specific name for these type things. Again, we want to kind of get it right in the middle. Alrighty, we got our holes in. Now it's time to start binding them into the book, okay? So you want to make sure your top halves are at the top, of course. And especially if you have like directional paper, make sure they go in right. So you want to get your ribbon. I'm going to let's open this up. I should have had this open already, guys. I'm wasting time here. Here we go. And what you want to do with the ribbon is measure like this. Take your ruler, get it like that, and just come here with it, and you'll cut there. Now I'm gonna give myself just a little bit more in case, because sometimes that trying to fold it is a pain in the butt. So I gave it just a little bit more. You do it how you like, or how it feels right to you. You know what I'm saying? These type projects, I love following people's tutorials, but then if I'm making it again, or even during, sometimes I end up tailoring it to how I like things to be, if that makes sense, or how I feel like it'll be easier or whatever. So you'll need 3 of these, okay? And what you're gonna do is take your ribbon, and this can be a little difficult sometimes, okay? I'm just letting you know now. But you just wanna, of course, kind of make it into a little point and get it through the holes. From the inside, you want to do it from the inside too, okay? That's like important. And you want to kind of leave about the same amount of room on each side when you're once they go through. Okay. Alright, you can try to straighten out the ribbon if you need to. Let's see how they're matching up here. Okay, you want to pull this a little. Alright, that's about good. So you just want to do that with every single one of your inserts, okay? Alright, awesome. We have all of these done. So what you want to do now is make sure all of the dotted parts are at the bottom. Okay, put them together. Kind of hold these ribbons together like this. And it's time to put these in through the hole on your book. So kind of do these together like this. Get your book cover and through the hole, okay? Alright, now you want to do the same for the other side. Twist these together to get them through that hole. Alright, we got action, guys. We got action. And you see all the tops are at the top and all the bottoms at the bottom here. But what you want to do is pull on these to make sure each insert is flush against the book. So you see how they all are against the spine there? That's how you want to do. You want to make sure they're all like that and not one like blousing out or doing something like that. You want to pull and make sure they're all against the thing. You could do it individually, you could do it all together. Sometimes you may have to do it individually just to get it like that. So ours are all flush, and basically from here you just make your I usually do this in my lap, this part, because it's easier, but you know, I gotta try to do this on camera so you guys can see. So I try to get these kind of together here. Alright, and this little piece of whatever this is driving me crazy. It keeps getting in the way. Alright, just make your bow, basically. So what you're gonna do is pull tight like that. Okay, you see they're still flush against the spine there. Then sorry guys, this part is just a little difficult trying to do with no support. So alright, and you pull. Now you just want to keep adjusting until you get it the way you like it, this bow. Because what we're going to do is cut the ends off. Let's make sure they're still flush, because tying that bow can mess it up sometimes. Alright, and this looks good. So I want the bow just a little smaller. So I'm going to pull these in, tighten it, pull, and tighten the bow. Alright. That, I think, is good enough. And you kind of floof it out or whatever. Then you want to take, a little lighter. You want to take your scissors and kind of cut off some of these ends. Alright, and then you want to seal the ends with a little fire, just so they don't start unraveling on you and looking all wonky and nasty. So we're going to do the same for these. And be careful, because this type of ribbon can burn fairly easily. Alright, so that is pretty much it, guys. I mean, you can decorate the front if you want. Like, previously, one time I put, like, pearl beads on the side here. You've seen the ones with the ribbon. Anything you can think of. You can put stuff here on the front or whatever. Again, I'm more of a plain person. I kind of like to keep things simple. I may put some perler beads or something here if I can find mine. I was going to do it here in this tutorial, but I couldn't find mine at the moment, and I didn't want to put this off any longer finishing the tutorial. So, and that's it. You just take these clips out. You got you a nice, cute little photo album. You can gift to somebody. You can use yourself. Let me go get a picture real quick, just so you can see that it is the right size. Okay. Again, we're gonna use my cute little nephew here, and just stick the picture in, and voila! There's your album, guys. So all done, all put together, and that is pretty much it. Like, right? Super simple. It's really not that hard or difficult to do, and it's just really a cute gift to give to someone, or something if you just need something quick to put some pictures in and you want something homemade. Nice to do. Anyway, I will definitely link the original video that I got this from. I think it was Genevieve Designs who originally came up with this concept, at least from where I saw. And I'll link her video below, the video that I follow below as well, if anybody's interested in watching that. But that wraps up this tutorial. If anybody has any extra comments or questions about this process, please let me know, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later next time. Bye.